here we are on the eve of the Premier League. Can you actually still believe that you're going to take part as a full-time participant in this year's event?
To be honest, I'm looking forward to it big time. It's been a couple of weeks in the back of my head, but hey, listen, it's one of the best competitions in the world of darts, so I cannot wait. I'm really looking forward.
Have you had time to reflect on that moment when you were told when you won the Masters that you got that final spot, and has it actually sunk in yet?
Yeah, obviously we were in the practice room and, the talk was, whoever wins this could have a chance in the Premier League, and we were all talking about it. Chizzy, myself, James Wade, we were all talking about it, but we weren't told anything. And, to confirm that on the stage after winning the Masters against Mervyn, do you know what I mean? It is yeah, we're in it at last. I had a taste of it last year with the contender, but hey, listen, I'm in it full time, so a happy man.
I know one thing you've said constantly for all this is you wanted to make your family proud when you were up there playing darts. What was it like when you got home after being announced in the Premier League? What was that first embrace like with the wife and kids?
I was trying to be a bit calm. Did not happen. My kids are bouncing off everything. So no, do you know what I mean? Listen, we're massive dart fans, so we all know what the Premier League is, and to be a part of that, it's a dream come true.
Your form since the World Cup has been nothing short of sensational, and a lot of people saying right now you are the best player in the world. Forget rankings, just on form. What does that mean when your peers are actually saying that about you, like Peter Wright and people like that?
Yeah, it's a good feeling. I just go and do my job. But at the end of the day, we all go out and play darts, and it might be my turn to do something really good, and I'm playing well, my confidence is high, and I'm going to try my best.
Having beaten all these top players at some point or another in the last year, whether that's on a stage or the Pro Tour, confidence must be high that you can actually go and win this as a debutant.
Yeah, listen, we all go out to win tournaments, sometimes it happens, sometimes it don't, I don't look too far ahead into that. I try and go and win one game step by step, and see what happens. 16
nights of action, obviously condensed into Milton Keynes. How do you approach these blocks? Is it block by block, or are you setting yourself a points target, first of all, not to get relegated and then look to the playoffs?
No, game by game, to be honest, fella. You keep winning. You win your game, you draw, you win. Obviously you're going to climb that ladder of the league. So I'm just going to take game by game. I've never played it before as in, a full-time member. So, I'm going to take it as it comes. I'm just going to try and win each game as it comes along.
And then just looking ahead to the rest of the year, I know you've yo-yoed in and out of that top 16 for the last year. You and Joe have had these little mini battles, one of your best mates. Is the next goal to kick on and look at top 10?
I'd love to. I always say I'd love to get into the top 10. My job first is to get back into the top 16, and just work on from there. I'm sure they could put my 60,000 down, on my rankings, just for show. But no, do you know what I mean? No, it's top 16 first and try and get into the top 10.
Jonny, pleasure as always, mate. We look forward to see you playing on Monday.
Cheers, pal. Thank you for that.
Hi, Jonny. Good to see you.
Hey, Phil.
I spoke 2 days ago with Phil Taylor, who said that the two players who are going to do the best in Premier League are the two Welshmen. And he said that the reason for that being is that it's about stamina and it's about work ethic and dealing with being in the hotel and that sort of scenario. That must be amazing to hear that the greatest of all time is talking up in that manner.
Yeah, it's amazing. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one on social media and things like that because I don't look too far into things. I don't know if it's a little bit off-putting, but when you hear Phil Taylor saying that, probably the greatest dart player that's ever thrown a dart, it puts a smile on your face, and I hope he's right.
Right. One of the reasons he said as well is because of your work ethic, because you've had a hard job, you're a plasterer, you have long days, it's hard labour. He said that will put you in good stead to deal with you know, these blocks of games.
Yeah, hopefully. Do you know what I mean? It's you know, I'm just one of these. I go to work, I come home and I practice at night, and I look forward to my next competition. You know, and it is what it is. You know, I started playing darts as a plasterer, as I was working, and I just kept going through. You know, the massive decisions of maybe giving up work. I don't think it's going to work for me at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to stay in work and enjoy my time on the dartboard as well. So yeah.
And sometimes when you put your head on the pillow at night, you wake up the next morning and think, is this really happening?
yeah. To be honest, you know, it's getting, you know, nearer to the Premier League, to the biggest competition of the world, next to the Worlds, I should say. And you know, it's 2 days away. You know, I get up in the morning thinking, it's happening, you know. So yeah, I am really looking forward to this.
Great stuff. Listen, thanks for your time, Jonny, and good luck next week.
Cheers, Phil. Thank you very much.
Jonny, you mentioned the time last year where you were a challenger in the Premier League. Do you think you see yourself as a different player to back then, and do you think others will see you as a different challenge?
To be honest, Josh, it's like, you know, last year it wasn't as much, there was nothing on the game, because you always go out to win and try and make, you know, your name. So I'm lucky, I think, that I've had that experience of being on that stage already. So I've had the taste of it, but this time, being a full-time member, you know, it's going to be totally different because you are playing for points. So, you know, it's going to be difficult with the field that's there. You know, it's an excellent field, and, you know, I'm just going to try day by day and do my best, and that's all I can do, you know.
And what's it like being one of the, not the favourites, but right up there in the betting order and things like that? And people are always talking about Jonny Clayton these days. What's it like not being the underdog and being one of the favourites going to this?
Yeah, it's amazing. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's obviously nice, you know, that your name has been mentioned and you're up there. So, you know, I must be doing something right, you know. So if my darts keep going the way they have, who knows?
And you talked about, obviously, last year in Cardiff, it was a brilliant occasion with fans there. Won't be any fans this year, but I'm sure the hope is that down the line, we'll see Jonny Clayton back in the Premier League, and hopefully with 10,000 Welsh fans behind him.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be different. It's going to be different, and it'll be the same for everybody else. So, you know, it's going to be one hell of an experience, and one I cannot wait to be a part of, you know. So let's see.
All right, brilliant. Cheers for your time, Jonny.
Josh, thank you, Pat.